Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. What I'm looking at is a beer from Treehouse Brewing Company. No description on the label other than right here, and it says lager, 6.4% alcohol by volume. There's a little QR code here. To get information on this beer, you have to scan the QR code, or you can just go to their website directly. But if you scan the QR code, well, that's going to be too bright for the camera, but when you scan the QR code, it pulls it right up. And this is the Curiosity 142. The Curiosity is a series they pump out every so often, and they just keep, bringing out these different beers. This is the 42nd beer that they've created under the Curiosity name. So the Curiosity 142 at 6.4% ABV is a hoppy lager. Excuse me. Hoppy lager, aggressively hopped with Citra, Amarillo, and Nelson hops. It contains all the bright hop character you would expect from a modern, translucent West Coast style IPA with the smooth body and texture of a Treehouse lager. So a very aggressively hopped lager. And yeah, that's all the information on the website. I bought a 4-pack. And let's give it a review, shall we? Pour it up. I love, Treehouse, their IPAs. They make some of the best juicy IPAs in the world, as far as I'm concerned. And their lagers are right up there for me. Lagers are really where it's at for me. That's what started my beer drinking journey. And these craft lagers from Treehouse are really, really nice. And I really like buying them just as much as I do the IPAs. They have other great styles as well. Their barrel-aged stouts and barley wines are really nice. So there's your appearance. It's a nice golden color, clear, three-finger, white, frothy lager head there. It's a beautiful looking lager in the glass. It smells really nice. Getting some earthy hop notes. A little bit of citrus on the nose as well. Clean water. It's very clean smelling. There's really not a ton going on with the aroma, but you can definitely tell that this is a more heavily hopped lager beer. It smells really good, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Cheers, guys. Really nice. It's super crisp, clean, refreshing. It's got a nice dry finish. It's light bodied. I would never guess well, this is 6.4%. With lagers, lighter bodied lagers like this that have higher ABV, you would expect some of that alcohol to come through with a lesser quality product, but with this, it drinks like a 4.5-5% session lager. But it's got a really nice hop profile. You're getting that citrus hop profile, some nice earthiness on the back end, and it's got a moderate bitterness to it. It wouldn't put it in the category of like West Coast IPA hop bitterness, but there is a little bit of that citrus bitterness that may be associated with a more traditional West Coast style IPA. But it's definitely lager through and through. Very malty in the middle of the sip. Nice and bready notes that I'm getting here. Medium carbonation, but yeah, super light body, really enjoyable. So you get kind of the West Coast vibes from the citrus. There's a little bit of like a lemon citrus, maybe even a touch of like grapefruit pith. And then you get the nice earthy hop bite on the back end. So there's a lot of stuff going on with the hops. But the key with this is that in the middle of the sip, it is a true lager type beer. You get those malty, bready notes in the middle of the sip. It's really, really enjoyable. Nice head retention there. This is a beautiful beer from Treehouse, and it's kind of an experimental series. They just keep putting out different beers in the Curiosity lineup. So if you want to get this beer, go buy it now. If you can get Treehouse beers, because once they sell out of it, that's it. And this was canned on the 7th, and it is the 12th at the time of this recording, so it's super fresh. I got this the end of last week, so it was probably, when I bought it, I don't know, a day or two old. Treehouse is just really great about producing and selling very fresh products, so I think that really helps with the quality of this beer, because I'm getting the freshest hop notes, the freshest beer experience that you can get with a beer. One more sip and I'll give you guys a rating. It's really an outstanding beer. A little hoppier than your standard lager, but by no means is it into IPA range, or is it too bitter or hoppy for a lager. It just kind of is more along the lines of maybe like a European lager or Pilsner, where you get a little bit more hop character. It's not super bitter, but you definitely get more of the citrus type notes from the hops initially, and then to round it off on the finish, you get the earthy, kind of more European hop notes to round it out. And right there in the middle, you get that nice malt backbone that you would expect with a good lager. It's all there, folks. I'm going to give this a 97 out of 100. I think this is a phenomenal hoppy lager, and I would highly recommend it for anybody that just likes a good, refreshing beer. And at 6.4%, this is very surprising, because it drinks, like I said, between 4.5% and 5%. It drinks much lower than the actual ABV. So that is impressive. So for the Curiosity 142 from Treehouse Brewing Company out of Charlton, Massachusetts, and also Tewksbury, which is where I got this can from. Yeah, 97 out of 100. Beautiful beer. Buy it, try it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Until next time, everybody. Cheers.